In question 17, the table shows the demand and supply schedules for a good before and after the imposition of a tax. Interesting. Let's find, oh, here's equilibrium. I'm just looking for equal amounts, equal quantity demanded and quantity supplied. That's before tax. What was the tax and the price change? So now I'm looking for equilibrium between quantity supplied after tax and the quantity demanded. Oh, look, the quantity demanded is always 340. So, wow, how about that? So the tax is $3, 16 to 19. So the tax is $3. And the price change is $3. Why? Well, it looks like demand is perfectly inelastic. Here's demand, and supply, here's supply, but here's supply with the tax. This is shown by a graph. The quantity demanded is always 340. So, and the price here is 16, the price here is 19. Oh, and if demand is perfectly inelastic at 340, then any tax will be paid by the buyer, will be paid by the consumer. So that's an interesting one. I like that. That's an interesting question. How about 18? I hope 18 is interesting. Let's see, which action by a government would not be regarded as a form of privatization? Let's see. Not regarded as a form of privatization. Okay. The contracting out of the provision of public sector services to private sector firms. I think this is privatization. Your public sector services and now private sector firms are providing these services. So contracting out means the government says, private firms, make us an offer. How much will it cost? So yes, this is privatization. 18B is the deregulation of public sector industries to allow the entry of private sector firms. That is also privatization, but we're looking for not, right? Let's see. C says the payment of subsidies from the public sector to private sector firms. Subsidies are not privatization. They're support for private sector firms, but the private sector firms, the ownership has not changed. No change. Well, I draw a triangle for change. No change in ownership. So looks like the answer is C. D says the sale of shares in a public sector corporation to the private sector, that is a form of privatization. So 18C is not a form of privatization. Answer for 18 must be C.